Marco, we're getting ready to talk about channel branding. First of all, what is it? Why is it important?
Right. Well, in some countries it's actually obligatory. It's mandatory to put your logo on top of the channel in order to recognize which channel the viewer is actually seeing. In many countries, the logo also has to disappear whenever commercial or advertisement are on there. It really depends. Anyway, channel branding is actually a final phase of the play out on which whatever you put on here, being from the channel in the box or a live program, at the end you want to put your logo on top with the name of the TV station. Channel branding in these days and in modern days has become quite complex. Why? Because it's not just the logo or maybe a clock, but it's becoming more than that. Tickers, roles, information, news, all those the use and throw away information that you're not producing inside the production studio. You want to do this at the end of the chain, at the very end of the chain. And for this purpose, we have a product which is part of our MCR, Master Control Room Solution, which is called the DLG Plus. It's a digital logo generator, but it has a plus to it. So that's why we call it, yes, the plus. So the DLG has a very interesting GUI. Why? Usually graphic softwares and products, everybody uses their own type of GUI. And sometimes it's hard to understand where to start from. So we try to make a GUI which resemble as much as possible the configuration of a video mixer. So everybody who's in TV knows what a preview bar is, a program bar is, and on your multi-viewer you have preview and program as well. So that's what you have over here. You have a preview and program video window, a preview bar. So whenever you want to put a different logo on there or some sort of graphics on there, you select it in the preview bar and just you press the take button and automatically the system will actually go on there with that graphics. So as you see here, we have some logos on top. By the way, have a look at the transparencies. I have a red shape there. Why? The technology that we use, the type of connection, actually is a digital SDI with key and fill. This is kind of something important, which means that the product uses top of the line technology to go to your video mixer. That's how the big guys actually put their logos on top, with DSK, downstream keying, using key and fill. So that option is already inside. And of course you can put some animated logos on top, and let's just scroll on what you can do. So then you have some clocks, I think, in the next one. So this is very typical for a very standard logo generator. But then you have the plus. What is the plus? Well, it's all the different type of information that you can put on top. So this is a template which a music TV can use. So as you see, you have your crawls with your gossips and your, I don't know, music information. Right. For a sport TV, this is a typical template. So you have some sports results, some sports news, and so forth. And then I'm sure you know about a news program which can give you some traffic announcements, maybe something on the weather. So as you see, the graphical templates are actually quite elaborate. It's not a logo generator anymore. It's more a CG, what is called a character generator. But so it's much more complex. But since we are using it in the master control, we kind of want to say, no, it's still a logo generator, because the main purpose of that is the channel branding, but you can add much more to it. Yes, I'm sorry.
So a person, an operator of this, can actually be their own designer in order to get things up on the fly. Is that correct?
Well, that's completely true. Actually, inside the product, there is a template designer just built in. So you are able to modify and do whatever you need to do, move things around, add media, and add graphical content to it directly from within the product. But we also provide to you a free software, which is called the CG Composer, which is a tool which you can give to the graphic guy, which usually likes to work at home on his home computer with his big screens at night. So that tool will enable him to create all the graphical content, and then he comes back to the TV station with his flash drive, loads it on the logo generator, and then simply goes on here with the graphics.
Now that to me that is just amazing stuff, because I can remember watching in the past where you had somebody that had to design it. It might take them a day or two, where now it is something that is so accessible, minutes or seconds you can have this together and on.
Yes, correct. Remember that the actual creation of the graphical content is usually done on third-party softwares. Many graphical guys like to use Photoshop or After Effects for nice animation. Our tool allows you to put all those things together in a TV format way and very, very, very easily, let's say. Okay? I just want to mention a nice, cute product, which is an add-on to the DLG, which is called the Social Hub. The Social Hub allows you to connect to several social sources. This is becoming very popular nowadays. So what happens is you can connect to Facebook, Flickr line, to a weather service, RSS, Skype, WhatsApp, of course, and kind of receive messages and text and images from the users at home, and then simply with this software manage them, actually maybe correct them, censor some bad words that can come in sometimes.
Oh, that never happens.
I hope not. And what you can do is send this information to the DLG, which will simply in the crawls or in the tickers display the user messages. And this is something to create a little more involvement with the public.
And that explains, I've always wondered how that was done, where I see all this information from users coming across. It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, correct. And it's very easy. You can install the software directly onto the DLG system or onto a laptop, maybe in an office where you want to do this screening process and receiving process. And through the LAN, the messages are sent from the Social Hub directly to the DLG to be displayed on here.
And the social media is so much more important today for stations to get involved with. And this is, to me, is the perfect thing to have.
Correct. It's really everything is becoming a little cross-platform. So you're going on TV, maybe you're streaming on the web, but you're also interacting with the social media, and you're mixing all this content together to get its cross-promotion, essentially, right?